Welcome to the obstacle training program using the World Ninja Athlete Games course. We created the WNAG as a way to help grow obstacle sports across the world and prepare athletes for the future of obstacle sports in the Olympics. The WNAG allows everyone from across the world to compete under one course. You will follow the training units to improve athletes' grip strength, obstacle proficiency, endurance, and overall fitness, using drills that translate directly to better performance on obstacle courses. This curriculum gives you a clear framework to run training sessions and prepare obstacle and pentathlon athletes for long-term advancement, ultimately supporting the sport's pathway towards the World Ninja Athlete Games and Pentathletes for Olympic-level obstacle competition.
I'm going to show you how to set up the World Ninja Athlete Games course. We developed this so that way you barely need any space and anyone in the entire world can do it. So if you see how we got our pegboard, balance beam, and PVC pipe right there, and then just on this one rig, we have pretty much everything else that we need: horizontal rope, grips, laches, rings, cliffhanger. The main idea is that you want to get the flow as best as you can, understanding that athletes have to run to every single obstacle. So the longer the run is, the harder it'll be. So understanding, like for us, horizontal rope climb, go straight into the rings, and we have that little flow. The only thing that we had to do just a little bit was rope climb right here. And then it allows them to run straight into that 100-meter run. And as they come back, we got the cue steps right there leading to the rest of the laps. All right, for our warm-up, we need to do some circles with pretty much all of our joints. I like starting off top all the way going down, so we want to do our neck going all the way, making sure it's a full circle, and we are going both sides. And then we're going to go down to our shoulders, especially for ninja. We need to warm these up. And so the shoulders are going to be starting off small, and I like to make them bigger. Make sure we engage the shoulders the whole time, and we're not just being lazy with it. Then we are going to do the opposite direction, doing it backwards, making them big and then slowly making them smaller. And then we're going to go to our elbows. So doing circles with our elbows, same thing, both sides. And then we're going to do our torso twists, going back and forth, left and right. And then our hip circles. Make sure your feet are wide with this. Try and go all the way out, all the way in. Hips are going to be very important, and we want to get those warmed up. Then we're going to bring our feet back in. Next are going to be the knees. As much as we can, bending those. Your knees, as you get better, you could take your hands off your knees and then make sure to do both ways. And then the final ones are our ankles. We're going to get that toe down, heel up. So there's a bend in that knee. We're going to circle around just like so and doing the opposite way. And you want to make sure you do both feet. I like to think of using my knee to go around my foot to get that full ankle mobility. Then we want to work on our wrists, really getting that ninja prayer, we call it, by getting those hands together, pressing down, keeping those palms together. We don't want those palms to come out apart, and then switching, going down and pushing back up. This way, everything is looking better. Our hands are together, and if you want an even better one, coming down into our hips, spreading out those knees. So now we're getting a nice deep squat with both our hands and our knees and hips. All right, next are our jumping jacks. We want to start getting warmed up. So doing jumping jacks, you get to choose a number. I like to say 30 to 50 to really get warmed up, making sure we're doing them in the right technique. And then we're going to move on to bunny hops, just toes, bouncing off those toes over and over again. Same thing. We can do 30 to 50. Next are push-ups. We want to do 20 at least. You could go up to 30 if you really want to. But you can see from all of us, there's multiple ways to do it. If you need to use your knees or all the way, making a good technique. Next are dead hangs. You're just hanging off a bar for 15 seconds. And then after those 15 seconds, getting some pull-ups in there, trying to do 5 if you can, getting your chin above the bar. The final part of our warm-ups, just warming up those legs. I like to do our single leg lunges. And so we're going to start off on our right side all at the same time, bending in, allowing that knee just to barely touch the ground, that back one, not bouncing off of it.
Okay, so after the warm-up, you're going to want to run, they're running through the quintuple steps here, and you want to do 5 sets, and we circuit train it. So 5 sets of the PVC, 5 sets of the horizontal rope climb, and 5 sets of the vertical rope climb, and 5 sets of the quintuple steps. Okay, so in this section, you're going to do 5 sets of 5 reps, and here you're doing explosive dips, and then also the explosive pull-ups. You want to rest 15 seconds between sets. Okay, and here we're going to have Sammy running the full course. Have her run through, have your athletes run through the entire course, and you can have them go back to back. And so after they go through the quintuple steps, the next person can go. And each time they complete the quintuple steps, the next person can go, and that way you can get more people through the entire course back to back. All right, so that completes the full course run, and you want to run a cool down after that, and that completes day 1. Okay, so on day 2, you want to do your warm-up, and then your balance with PVC and your quintuple steps. And then we'll be learning the laches, and you're going to do several different techniques, practicing your gibbon, your speed laches, full-on monkey bar style, and then actual bar-to-bar laches. Okay, in this section, you're going to do 3 sets, and it's a one-arm dead hang on a bar, or you can use a peg, for 30 seconds or until failure. Then between sets, you want to rest 15 seconds on each arm. And then you want to do the dead hang on the cliffhanger, the same situation, 3 sets times 15 seconds with 15-second rest. And in between, you're going to do 5 pull-ups. Okay, in this section, it's another dead hang, both hands. And you want to do 3 sets at 30 seconds, and then you're going to do 5 pull-ups with 15 seconds rest. Okay, so the last part of this workout, you're going to run the laps. And what this is the World Ninja Athlete Games course. And you pick lap 1, which you look on the World Ninja Athlete Games. You want to run that 2 times. and then repeat that and go lap 2. You repeat that 2 times, and then you'll find lap 3 and repeat that lap 3 2 times. And that completes this workout with the last lap, and then you want to run a cool down. Okay, so on day 3, again, you're going to want to do your warm-up and then do your balance PVC and your quintuple steps. And then you move on to the pegboard. And you'll be practicing that, doing some speed techniques, different styles, a lock-off, a monkey bar style, and just get that technique down. Okay, so here you're running the 16-foot cliffhanger. You're going to run 5 sets with each athlete, and you'll notice each one has a little bit different technique, so you want to practice the different types of technique. Okay, in this section, you're doing both the rings and the grips, so you can have 2 people doing rings, 2 people doing grips, and it's 5 sets for each. Okay, so this is the fitness segment of the workout, and what this is a real focused on core, because core is extremely important. Your whole ab workout helps a lot in your fitness for your obstacle training. So we'll run through this program. Okay, so your first exercise is a high knee run in place. Make sure you get those knees up above 90, and you're going to want 20 of each. Next is a straight leg kick. Again, 20 of each. Okay, next up is your jump squats. Make sure you jump high and throw those arms down as you cross them in the front. Okay, next is your jump lunges. Keep your hands up above like he is doing, your elbows up, and that way that helps your balance. This is great for obstacle balance, along with obvious fitness and core and your legs. So this is the touch unders. Again, a great core exercise, 20 of each. Okay, and this is your high knee to elbow twist. And again, you want to do 20 of these. I'm trying to touch that elbow to the knee. Again, a great core workout. And then after this, you run your cool down, and that completes this last workout.